they would just keep you there and y'all would just be talking. But then they probably even have someone else to deal with. Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. But if you're new here, hi, my name is Chini and it's so nice to have you here. I always say to stay and to subscribe because you'd really love it here. And if it's not your first time here, hi my loves, what's up and welcome back. So today's video is quite interesting. As you have seen from the title, I am going to be mentioning or telling you guys 5 texting habits of a high value woman. Okay? Before I dive, right into the points, I am going to just say a few things, just so that we be on the right page. First thing I want to do is to define a high value woman. Okay, who is a high value woman? Let's just check the internet for that. Okay, and just get on with it. Ooh, I was typing nonsense. Who is a high value woman? Search. Okay. Alright, so it says a high value woman is an assertive, powerful, and free individual. They face challenges, but they know what they want and are good at presenting themselves. That's basically who a high value woman is. Now that that is out of the way, that's self-explanatory. I'm sure we all understood what that meant, okay, who a high value woman is. Okay, so now that we have that out of the way, I'd just like to say, change is constant. Okay, change is very constant. I think, where was that we learned? So I think that was in chemistry. Was it in chemistry or physics or math? I can't remember, but I know that we used to say this back then in secondary school. It was in math. Yeah, when we have like constant. And anyway, that aside, I also feel that with us human beings, change is constant. Okay, now some people might call this being fake or pretending, but I just call it leveling up, improving oneself, being the better version of yourself. Basically, why am I saying all of this? I'm saying all of this because being a high value woman is something that is actually learned. Okay, it's not, sometimes people are just naturally like that, so don't get me wrong, but then if you're not like that and you know it, it's okay to change, and it's okay to want to improve yourself and want to develop yourself. If you're not a high value woman, you can definitely become a high value woman. Okay, change is constant, change is acceptable. It's not being fake, it's not pretending to be someone you're not. It's basically just changing and growing up. I hope that made sense. Okay, now we all know that texting is, the main communication tool in today's society, or in the dating society, basically. I mean, before you get to know somebody, you'll text first. That's what I'm trying to say. And one's texting habits could actually reveal a lot about them and could be a factor of either, making a potential relationship work or screwing it up. Okay, you don't want to screw up your potential relationship with this particular guy who you just met. So I'm going to help you with the talking stage, with the texting stage in this video. The first point is high value women do not initiate the text. No. So as a high value woman, I would never advise that she initiates the text. By initiating the text, I mean starting the text, like starting a conversation. Some people might be like, there's nothing wrong in a woman initiating the text or like all of the text. Let me tell you, I feel like there's something wrong with a woman initiating all of the text. You can initiate like 1 or 2 texts. He texts you, okay, quite alright, you guys are done like with that conversation, that one is done. And then maybe you want to text him again. Okay, now you can text him, okay, the first time to just initiate a text or start up a conversation. You can do that the first time. Now, when he responds, when he responds, let it keep going. Let it just continue that way. Like you've done your part, you've tried. Okay, now, when you want to do it a second time, if you have to do it a second time, you can do that, okay? But I would not even advise you initiate a text a second time. I just feel like you've done it the first time. Why are you still trying? Like, why are you still pushing? He probably isn't ready for a conversation, so just, let him be, okay? So if you want to do it a second time, fine, carry on, okay? That is fine, okay? You guys talk, you guys have the conversation. Now you want to do it a third time? Sis, no, no, like just stop it, okay? He's not interested. He definitely is not interested in talking to you or having a conversation with you. Now, some people might be like, some guys are shy, like they don't know what to say, you know, they don't know how to start conversations. Bro, like I started the conversation the first time, I've done it a second time. You expect me to keep doing this? Is this how it's gonna go? No, sis, no, thank you. I feel like if a guy really wants to talk to you and he really likes you, no matter how shy he is, okay, no matter how shy or timid he is, he's going to look for something to say to you, even if it's hi or hello, how are you doing? That's enough to, you know, like start up a conversation. But then for you to now come and be the one saying hi, how are you doing, you know, what's up, how's your day going, stuff like that, nah, like no, it's just too much. There's nothing wrong with a woman initiating some of the text, but then there is everything wrong with a woman initiating all of the text. But I mean, let's face it, it's not even about what's wrong or what's right, okay, in a relationship. It's actually about what works, okay? And I do not believe that the woman initiating the text all the time is what works. No. So if you're the one who is initiating the text all the time, sis, like you have to know that this man's interest is very low. Like I don't care what it is. If he really wants to talk to you, if he, you know, really likes you, he would put in effort. But then if you're the one who has to say hi, you know, like how are you, how's your day going and all of that, no that's just too desperate. It's just too forward, and I really do not advise that for a high value woman. The second point is high value women do not constantly text. Okay, so constantly texting a guy back is just, it's not just a high value behavior. For starters, a high value woman has better things to do than to, you know, be constantly waiting for a man's message to come into her phone and then she quickly replies like, what are you doing? Okay, so by constantly texting, I mean, you know, you're with your phone. Even if you're not with your phone, you're waiting for, you know, this guy to reply a text or to text you, and then he finally texts you and just quickly pick up your phone and you're replying him like, what? No, like, I mean, are you not busy? Don't you have other things to do? Now, how do I put this? I want to say, how do I put it? Okay, fake it till you make it. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Faking it till you make it in some certain cases. And in a case like this, I strongly believe that you can fake it till you make it. In the sense that you don't consider yourself to be a high value woman yet. You don't consider yourself to be there yet, but you want to be, or you want to be perceived as, or you want to be seen or thought of as a high value woman. Now, if that is your goal, do not constantly text back. Don't, okay? Now, why did I say fake it till you make it? Now, you might not be someone who necessarily has something doing. You might not be, you know, busy 24/7. You might not be busy all the time, okay? But but you don't have to, you know, tell him that you're free, okay? Like you're free to answer his text whenever he texts you. You know, you're ready whenever he texts you to just answer his text. No, like even if you're not doing nothing, find something to do. Pretend you're doing something. Don't just, you know, pick up your phone and just reply immediately he texts you. Like I said, high value women always have better things to do than to be waiting for a guy's text to come in so that she can just reply him ASAP. No, it really shows desperation. Let's not even sugarcoat it. It shows desperation. Now, you might be on your phone, like you might be on your phone 24/7. Maybe your work or like what you do is actually online, okay, and you might be on your phone like all of the time, and then his text pops up, okay, it comes in, you see it's quite all right. That doesn't mean you should quickly just tap and reply. No. No, leave it there. That's what I mean by faking it till you make it. Pretend, okay, yeah, I saw that, but I'm busy, okay, like I don't have to reply you right now. Give it some time, okay, and then you can reply. When you try to, you know, control how you reply text, shows how much of a high value woman you are. It shows how much value you have. Okay, so the third point is a high value woman protects her privacy. I can't stress this enough. Okay, when it comes to texting, when it comes to a lot of things actually, but because we're talking about texting habits right now, for a high value woman, less is more. Always incorporate the rule of less is more. I really believe in less being more, especially when you're texting a guy. Now, you have to know how to protect your privacy. You don't have to open up to every random person you meet, every random person you are getting to know, or who acts like he wants to know you. You don't have to open up to that person. There are some things that you should keep secret and private. Like, don't go and tell him your whole life and tell him everything about you, just when you guys are still getting to know each other. No, like a high value man does not do that. Okay, she protects her privacy. She knows how important her privacy is to her, and aside that, there are just some things better kept secret until you're ready to tell. Like, if the relationship gets somewhere and then you're ready to let him in on some of those things, then fine. But then if you guys are just talking, y'all are just getting to know each other, sis, take it easy. Okay, like, take it easy. You do not have to give the guy every single information about you. No, like, keep some things private. And aside that, there's something very sexy and appealing about a woman who has a little bit of mystery. Okay, you don't have to do too much, just a little bit of mystery. Honestly, like, let there be something that the guy does not know about you. Let there be some things that the guy doesn't know about you. You don't just open your mouth and just tell him, oh, this is this and that is that. This is everything going on right now. Like, you don't even know who this is. Like, what makes you think you should trust him 100%? Do you get me? Like, please. So if you are texting someone as a high value woman, try your best as much as possible to protect certain things about you. You don't have to tell him every single thing about you. Even if he asks, you want the both of you to end up together, you just feel like, okay, yeah, you can just tell. No, sis, no, less is more. Try to protect your privacy. A high value woman would never, give out every single thing to just someone who she's just getting to know like that. No. Let there be, a little bit of mystery, a little bit of something here and there that he doesn't really know about you. The next point is a high value woman always waits for a response before she texts back. A high value woman should know who she is, should know her worth, and should know how much value she has. Now, I don't even have a lot to say on this point in particular. If a guy is texting you, okay, and he probably asks you a question and you reply him, you responded to the question. Now, don't go looking for a response almost immediately. Even if it takes eternity, do not double text. Like, do not text on top of that text, if you get what I mean. For instance, he asks you, what's your favorite color? And then you're like, my favorite color is brown. Okay, and then you leave it there. Now, he probably hasn't responded to you the whole day. Okay, he probably has seen the message, but then he hasn't responded to you. That could also happen as well. And then you start freaking out, like, what if I said the wrong thing, that kind of thing. And then you just feel like, okay, maybe I should ask him something else, like probably something like, so how is your day going? On top of your own response to his question. No, do not do it, okay? Just wait for his own response. Wait for the next response he gives before you text again. So the fifth and last point is a high value woman uses text as a revealing tool. Now, when you're texting a guy as a high value woman, do not put in all your energy into knowing that guy from or through text, okay? Because a guy could actually pretend to be who he is not. He could actually pretend to be what he is not behind the screen, and you can never tell because y'all are still texting. Instead of believing every single thing the guy says, use the way he texts to know the kind of person he may be. Do not believe he is what he says he is. No. He might not be exactly what he says he is. Okay, don't get me wrong. Some of them are exactly what they say they are, but then not all of them are. So when you're texting a guy and then he's telling you, oh, I'm all this and that, take it with a pinch of salt, boo. Take it with a pinch of salt, okay? Value actions are more than words. It's not just to talk and talk and talk and talk and talk, okay? Wait until you meet this person to actually believe what he's telling you. You could agree to it. Oh, okay, that's fine, nice. Okay, nice to know. Don't argue. Just, okay, agree to it, that's fine, but take it with a pinch of salt. Be on guard. You don't want to get hurt, okay? So just be on guard. I'm not saying don't be open-minded. Be open-minded, though. Be free, okay? If you really want to get to know this person, be open-minded, but just be on guard in order not to hurt yourself, basically, okay? Look for some certain red flags. Things like, is he, looking for a hookup or actually looking for something serious or like a serious relationship? Some guys just text you because they're just looking for a hookup. And you know immediately like, nah, that's not the kind of person you want to be having conversations with, okay? So look out for things like this. The guy might be texting you and you clearly know that what he wants is just a hookup and not something serious, not to be in a serious relationship. Why are you wasting your time? Why are you wasting your time when you know that this is not going to head anywhere? Why are you wasting your time? Another thing is he really interested or he's just keeping you by the side? There are some people like that. There are some people like that, okay? They're not truly interested in you, okay? They're not truly interested in you, but they're not telling you what exactly they want. They will just keep you there and y'all will just be talking. But then they probably even have someone else that they're with. You have to look out for things like that so that you will not be hurt at the end of the day. Is he willing to take it to the next level? Is he willing to, take you on a real date, on an actual date? You have to look out for that as well, okay? You can't just keep talking through text. You can't just keep talking by texting on the phone and then at the end of the day, y'all just, get into a relationship, like you have to meet him. You have to meet him in person. Even if you've met him in person, okay, you might actually have met this person in person, okay, and then you guys exchange numbers or exchanged social media handles and y'all are texting. Doesn't mean that you still know that person. That's the truth, okay? You have to go on an actual date, one-on-one, you and I. Let me get to know you. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so you have to know, is this person actually genuine? Is he willing to take this, whole talking thing to the next level? Is he willing to, have a date with me? Is he willing to, take me out on a real date? You have to think of all of these things when you're texting a guy. Alright, so that's it for this video. This is actually just the part 1. I had to split this video into 2 just so that it wouldn't be too long. This is already very long and I don't want it to be too long just so that you guys wouldn't get bored. Okay, so I had to split this into 2. So y'all wait for the part 2 and trust me, it's going to be very, very hot. The part 2, anticipate the part 2 because I'm going to be spilling. I'm going to be spilling and I'm going to be telling us, in depth other texting habits of a high value woman. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and drop your comments down in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't or if it's your first time here, and please turn on your notification bells. I always forget to say this in all of my videos, but it's very, very important. Please turn on your notification bells so that you'll be notified when I post a new video and you will also be the first to watch it when it comes out. Stay tuned for the part 2 of this video. Alright, so yeah, I love you all so much and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! Mwah.